Welcome to Rolly Studio Global. Today we are going to make one unusual video of a designer saree. Usually Rolly Studio will go for designer blouses, and this video is completely different of making designer sarees using the waist cloth what we have after stitching the blouses. And this is the saree for which I am going to make some designs on that. It's a beautiful combo of multicolored kalamkari with the Kora silk grey color plain part, and it is not symmetrically divided, it is diagonally divided, which is also unusual but very nice to see this type of stitching. It is a patchwork saree, and see, starting from the very sharp edge, and it is a brand new saree rated at 995, which I purchased from Chennai Silks, Vellore, Tamil Nadu, because many subscribers started asking me where did I buy the sarees in my previous videos, so that I am giving this information here. And see, you can find gradually the kalamkari part is increasing in its size, and you can find the swan on the pallu, and it is unusual again to see swan on the pallu. Usually it is a peacock in many of them, but it is pleasing and impressive as well. And this is the blouse piece given to that, which exactly matches with the kalamkari piece attached with the saree, and making the saree very traditional and modern and also very pleasant. I have chosen few colors of silk threads which matches with the colors in the kalamkari, sandal color, blue color which matches with the leaves there, and also a green matches to the flowers. So using this I am going to make some tassels. Also I have normal sieving thread and a kundan stone of circular shape. So very easy work, more economic. This is the waist cloth which I have after finishing my blouse. This is just a mess, usually will be thrown outside, but I felt some beautiful designs can be done because the colors impressed me and attracted a lot. So I planned for this design, and also I made matching jewelries for this saree using these pieces. And it will be very contrast to the grey color. So grey color part is completely going to be covered with this cloth that you can find. It's very small piece of waist cloth, but how beautifully we are going to turn it into a bow parts. Now just I cut a cloth of 4 inches breadth and folding both the sides and making fine finishing using sieving machine. If you don't have it, don't worry, you can do it with gum also. Just fold and paste it. It is a very flexible cloth which will easily fix with the gum. And then cut again into a piece of 1.5 inch or 2 inches to your desire and fold. So 4 sides folded pieces of this particular size, equal sizes, all pieces, ensure that. If you don't have the sieving machine, this is the way to do it. Just take gum, apply 4 sides, fold the cloth evenly and let it dry. You will get a beautiful finished part of this rectangular size cloth. Like that you can make anything. See, I compare stitched cloth and the sticked cloth, both seems equivalent. And now how to make the tassels out of silk thread, I'll show you. Very easy method. Take a pad, just wind around with the silk thread of 100 winds so that the tassels will be thicker. Cut it. Once you cut, don't leave the thread, because after that collecting them will be a tedious process. So at any cost you should not leave the bundle from your hand. So for easy winding, I use the folding of silk thread. Bundle will be easy when you use this tip. Insert a toothpick and then start winding it. So after few winds, you can remove the toothpick, because toothpick will make the process slow. So to have the neat process, first we inserted the toothpick. Now to make the process fast, we removed it and just have a knot as if we are tying flowers in a thread, and cut the tassel. See, that punch I left over there on the saree, and which is difficult to collect. So I am giving this tip also to you. At any cost, don't leave that. So even when you cut the tassel, make sure that you are holding the bundle in your finger itself, so that the next tassel will be so easy and it should be the stress-free process. And this particular work will act as antidepressant tablets to us, so we will forget ourselves when do all these activities. So craft lovers definitely will know this fact. And like that, I made, see, 3 colors tassels with same 100 vines, so thickness is same. Now what I am doing is taking a cloth already which we have made and starting the running stitch at the center of that. So when you take the needle out and slightly pull it, you can find it is nicely frilled at the center, and wow, it's like a bow, very beautiful bow. And using the same needle and thread, you make 2-3 stitches tightly and have a tight knot. After having the knot, you can have a tassel at the back of the bow. Have 3-4 stitches over there to fix the tassel tightly with the bow. It's not necessary to have the same color tassel in all the bows, because bow is made with multicolored cloth. We have yellow, red, green, blue, everything. Even that sandal color you can use. So different color tassels can be done. So one bow blue, another bow green, another bow sandal, another bow yellow, like that. You make multicolored tassels and tie in this way. See how beautifully it is done. Also I have kundan stones, and that stones have holes in them. So using those holes, I am stitching that stones. It can be the highlight for the bow and the tassel. A pakka patch is ready. Anybody can do it. It is not a very difficult, tedious work. It's so easy to do and anybody can do it. Now this is the saree part. See, grey color is dominating in few places and it gradually decreases. So you can fix wherever you want the bows what we have made. Ensure that the colors are arranged in a perfect places. Don't go with more blue in one area, more green in another area. It is spread evenly with different colors. And just hand stitch. It's difficult to stitch with the sewing machine, so you can go with hand stitch and fix them very tightly on the cloth. First you wear the saree and make the dots in the places where you have to stitch this bow, and then start stitching them. Have a chalk piece and just make mark over the saree, the places where you want these bows. So I fixed everything perfectly. See how nice it looks. I fixed most of the bows in the frill part of the saree, so it looks very beautiful when we walk. The bows are exactly matching with the blouse and the pallu part of that. And see how nicely it is arranged. This is the finished look of that saree. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you really enjoyed this, please share, subscribe and like, and inform to your friends to watch my videos regularly. Thanks for watching my videos. Bye bye.